You know it's too soon for a reboot when even the Mary Sue doesn't want one. Hello everyone, I am still Mecha Random 42, still the one, still the only, still the original, still your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. Few days late on this one, but does really anyone actually care? Especially since we just had one and it just ended a few years ago, just 6 years ago. We're talking about the True Blood, and I know a lot of people who loved True Blood. Oh, they love the crap out of it. What? HBO is working on a True Blood reboot, even though True Blood had ended in 2014? Yeah, 2014. And even the Mary Sue doesn't want this. And we all know that the Mary Sue is kind of my arch nemesis and biggest source of entertainment when fighting the social justice crowd and trying to prove that all of the phony virtue signaling doesn't amount to a hill of beans because they don't actually care about what they're trying to preach. They just want to prove and feel like they're superior. I don't even think they're trying to prove that they're superior. I think they're just trying to feel superior at this point for a lot of this stuff. Because, let's face it, a lot of the social justice sort of types can't stick to their own rules for more than a few days, and then they get offended if you say something that was out of date. Out of date by one day, one terminology. People can't, big mess, and this is part of why I don't pander to that crowd, and this is why I call out that crowd quite a bit. And not only that, especially in the entertainment industry, every time they throw in a lot of these social justice identity politics, oh, we need this representation and tokenism, and we're going to focus more on the color of people's skin and what their dangly bits are, or if they have dangly bits or not, what their pronouns are, than the actual story. And rather than treating people like people, they focus so much on the superficial. They focus on dividing and segregating and shuffling people and herding people into specific marketing categories.
What do you want? When do you want it?
That's what it feels like to me anyway. It feels like it's just a specific marketing category, so that the algorithms that are actually in charge of everything know how to market things to you. Because it's so much easier that way, isn't it? Just to have, oh, well, if you're not this, then you're this, instead of having a lot of gray area and overlap. And this is why the social justice types seem to think that they own the LGBTQ community as their own and in its entirety, or they seem to own minority crowds in their entirety as their own side political affiliation, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully it's not too rambly. Let's talk about this. For the love of Lilith, there's a True Blood reboot. Oh, that's what it is. It's a reboot in the early development stages at HBO, according to Variety's sources. What? Because that's professional journalism. Having WT. You didn't even spell WHAT. This isn't Twitter. This isn't a text message, Princess Weeks. This isn't, are you writing these articles across text messages? Because that's what it feels like. I think they do that with Star Trek Discovery episodes as well. That's how they find the script. Roberto, I can't pronounce her name, from Riverdale, and Jamie O'Brien are attached to write the script and executive produce. Original series creator and showrunner Alan Ball is also attached to the series as an executive producer. Currently, I have no idea whether any of the show's original cast is attached to return. Reps for HBO declined to comment, says Variety. I repeat, what?
What?
Look, I get it. True Blood was not a consistent show by any means, but despite that, it remains truly iconic. My issue with that is you just had it. We just had it. It is one of those shows that is still recent enough for me to get around to watching at some point. And if they reboot it before I get around to watching it, and I agree. I'm agreeing with the Mary Sue. What universe is this where I'm agreeing with the Mary Sue? It's too early. I think it's just too early. For those who may have missed it, the series is based on the Southern vampire mystery novels by Charlaine Harris about a telepathic waitress named Sookie Stackhouse. I almost said Snooki. I came this close. Who ends up falling in love with vampire Bill Compton and being dragged into supernatural urban fantasy shenanigans. I thought it was the one where all the gay shirtless vampires were like all piling on each other, and the werewolves. Is this the one with like the werewolves and all the guys without the shirts and they're all muscly? That's why people were recommending it to me for some reason. It was turned into an HBO series by Alan Ball in 2008. That's recent. That's like yesterday. That's like yesterday. Where it ran for 7 seasons. 5 of them from showrunner Alan Ball, starring Anna Paquin as Snooki. We'll just call her Snooki. Snooki Snack Shack. Snooki Snack Shack. It was funny, messy, sexy, deeply flawed, yet filled with characters who still have their hooks in pop culture. Right? The late Nathan Ellis as Lafayette Reynolds will be forever unmatched. Kristen Bauer and Van Strauten as Pam. Alexander Skarsgård as Eric. Even though the role did her dirty in so many ways, Rutina Wesley as Tara held the entire cast put in work in the show one of the weirdest places. So she's just praising it. I might watch it at some point. But seriously, we just had it. You don't reboot something from 5 minutes ago because then I have to agree with the Mary Crapping Sue. And we don't like agreeing with the Mary Crapping Sue because we view the Mary Sue here as the kind of crazy Looney Tunes people who, like I said, just want to focus on the superficial part of every single aspect of humanity. They want to focus on the stuff that divides us. So the fact that you're making me side with the Mary Sue with this crap, just stop with the reboots and remakes and rehashes and retellings and redos and the do-overs. Suicide Squad, the movie, is going to be just a giant do-over, in my opinion. That would be funny in the Jersey Shore. Yes, vampires run loose on the Jersey Shore, and they're bringing in Snooki. That's a True Blood sequel that we really get, right? If that's not the one we get, then that's the one we should be getting. How do I pitch that? Can we have my idea where it's the Jersey Shore mashed up with True Blood, where you have this vampire mishmash of these tan, greasy people who are going around drinking and fighting each other, and then they get attacked by vampires. We'll watch that one. Do you guys want to watch that one? I'd much rather watch that one. Is there anything else in here? Are they gonna or scream? Should we support this? No. Have a tip we should know about. Here's their tip thing. I got a tip for you. Stop making me agree with the Mary Sue. Snooki the Vampire Slayer. Yes, it'll be Snooki the Vampire Slayer. Matthew Hooker, £5 super chat. Thank you so much. Agreeing with the Mary Sue is like an Old Testament curse. Human sacrifice. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. That's where we're at. It's the end of the world. The end is nigh. I am agreeing with the Mary Sue. Don't reboot something before I've even had the chance to watch the damn thing. I am going back to my live chat. I think we have one more to rip on. Don't you go anywhere.
Excellent!
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Funny.